Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful Brighton. We are at the Jezza Jones ground, and it is the Brighton Blue under-10s, the Lauderdale Jets under-10. It is Andrew Silver Fox Hopwood in the main commentary tower aloft this beautiful facade we're looking in front of, and I'm joined by my co-commentator Martin Duffy. Duff, what a magnificent scene we have here.
Oh, beautiful day here, Andrew. We've just had the under-12s at 10:30, and now here we are at midday. It's the big match. This is the big headline game, Andrew. The Brighton Blue under-10s versus the Lauderdale Jets.
But have a look behind us, Duff. You can see the cars still coming down the road. They're coming from Kempton. They're coming over from Bridgewater, and why wouldn't they? The news has been about get yourselves to the Jezza Jones Oval to see Brighton Blue, Lauderdale Jets. We're expecting a big game, Duff.
Well, when you've got a couple of gun coaches like Dan Bell on screen there, and of course he's up against Matty Adams from the Lauderdale Jets today, why wouldn't you come down and watch a great game of footy?
And they're great tacticians, aren't they, Duff? Scientists
of the game.
Yeah, I've seen Matty Adams's room, and he's got all your sporting biographies, all that sort of stuff. He just loves it. He's a footy nerd, Duff. As the ball goes aloft, it's Brighton goes up very high, tries to get the tap out, can't do so. At the bottom of the attack, that was Braslin. By gee, he went in hard. Talking of that, that's excellent work there by the Jets as they go forward now. It's rough and tumble, lovely handball out, trying to get it out of that scrum. Goes towards the half-forward flank. Backing back, that was Lembrakis. Lembrakis, it's overturned, that one. Well picked up by Jackie Bell. Bell picks it up again. Lovely handball on that left side, Duff. That was magnificent. Long kick towards the full forward. They go up. Spoil can't go on with it. Oh, how about that one? Stole that one, and a thief in the night. Still going very, very hard was Declan McCarthy, but coming back around. Now, Duff. Yeah. Help me out. The man that played full forward for Essendon back in the day with the glasses, Bleatham, wasn't it?
Bleatham.
I think he's got the young fella here. Jackie Bell has got the glass on, very similar stature as well.
I think you're going back a long time.
And kicked 100 goals in a season.
Did he? Well, I'll tell you what, young Jackie Bell, I can tell you, watch him. He's got very good hands. He's a very good kick.
Very good indeed, as Hamilton goes back around further. He goes as far as Duff. Duff goes further, and it's all clear. That's a lovely kick. Jonty Daft put that one straight through. I love the way he squared his shoulders and went towards the goals. We might have a look at the Mood Food replay. Good teamwork. Hamilton coming around. Have a look at that. Goes back inside, took the blinkers off, put the afterburners on, and kicked it through for a goal.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That's a great bit of play. And already it's looking ominous out here for the Lauderdale boys.
The transfer of the ball there was right from the top shelf. As going back hard is Sethi Clark, trying to keep it in and under if they can. Umpire says, let's keep going. As Gibson, he's overrun on that particular occasion. Duff comes in. He handballs over to Hamilton. These two have teamed up beautifully. It goes towards the goal, and oi! Smoking guns, all clear for the second goal for Noah Hamilton. That's, we look at the Mood Food replay. You can see the Jets are trying to hold it in, but just beset upon. Look at the energy, the effort. Picked it up, lost it for a minute, and was good enough to recover and snap it. Bang, bang, all clear. Well, we just checked the JMC Motor Company scoreboard. It is your Brighton Blue, 2 goals straight, 12. To your Jets still on the tarmac, Duff.
Yeah, they're still on the tarmac. Just a little bit sleepy at the moment, the Jets, but that's a nice mark going back with the flight, and they're away.
It might take them a little while to wake up, Duff. It is a thermos and a fruitcake to get up here from down in the beachside suburb of Lauderdale, but they'll be back and about soon as Blakey Smith picks that up, gets it across to Oates. Oates, beautiful long raking kick out towards Duff. We know he's got pace, arches the back, kicks towards the goal, and he hits the upright. Gee whiz, they just moved the ball so well, Duff.
Don't they? Yes, very, very well drilled. That's what practice does. Practice makes perfect, Andrew. I reckon he's got them out in the track probably 2-3 nights a week, I'd say.
Yeah, so Bell went for that one and fell over. Might have been tripped. We're just going to have to wait to see how the umpire has seen it, and it's exactly. I think that's going to be now Bell going back to take his kick. As we can see, he doesn't waste too many, Duff.
No, he's just taking his time. I think he thinks he's a chance from here.
Oh, turn it up. No, he's gone the big kick. That's unselfish play, and is Duff has been clear again, and he has got another goal, Duff. Gee, Jonty Duff, he's been just very evasive on the forward line.
Well, there's a bit of a lesson in here for the defenders of the Jets. They need to man up. Even when there's just a set shot, you still need to find your player. And they had a loose player there, Hoppy, and he came out, and in the end, it was an easy goal.
Do you think Supercoach Adams might just go and leave the zone and go to the man-on-man?
Oh, he's got to do something here, because I tell you what, we're only 4 minutes and a bit down, and they're 3-1-19 to Lauderdale, who've only just gone forward for the first time there.
Yes, and Hodges at centre-half back when they got it down there, he was really good. There's a magnificent tackle by White. Really mopped that one up, and the umpire will come in and throw it up.
Look at this tackle.
See on the Mood Food replay here, Duff, thought he was away and not in your life as White wrapped him up beautifully. A succession of handballs going back inside you. They're doing that nice as it comes back to Oates. Oates long raking kick down to the danger man in Jonty Daft, and Daft has marked that one. Daft does the team thing, long raking kick,
nice.
And brilliant mark down there by Adams. What about that one, Duff? He stood under that one, took a lot of courage.
Yeah, that took a lot of courage to go back with the flight and take the mark there and just try and repel. They just need to get their hands on the footy and just start to try and get involved in the match at the moment. There's a nice mark.
Yes, Braslin down back. Very good work by Braslin, who's playing in the midfield. For all those uninitiated, when you see those iridescent bands on the players, that means they're playing in the midfield, and what that also stipulates, then they can't kick a goal. And I know you, Duff, are very happy with that rule.
Yes, no, it brings other players into the play, Andrew, as they go forward.
So in the under-10s, it's competing, and it's nice to see the kiddies change the positions, isn't it?
Yeah, no, move them around. I mean, I used to always like to be down at full forward myself.
Yeah, you're a goal sneak, Duff. There's no doubt about that.
I was a bit of a goal hog back in my day.
That's more to the point, as that ball is on the wing. Picked up by the Jets. Going further afield, looking for Adams. Adams pretty quick. Braslin comes in again. Gee, there was some hard play there. And that was only because Blake Smith had eyes only for the onion, Duff. He was transfixed on that.
Yep.
Going further out, Kemp, nice bump. It's close to the line. They're trying to keep it in at all costs. And why wouldn't you? The way you can transfer the ball quickly from defence into offence has been pushed off it. Oh, they're standing on their own is Jackie Bell. Bell streaming in. He is one of the most unselfish under-10 player I have ever seen, Duff.
Yeah.
And that's a magnificent tackle there by Adams. Not paid it. Goes back towards Gibson. Stolen at a great tackle there by Gibson. That was his third effort there, Duff. He looks probably more at home on Carlton Beach, but he went back in there with the long blonde locks, and look at that second tackle. Yep. Fantastic work.
That's the sort of play that they need to get themselves back into the match.
Coaches love that.
It's inspirational football. He's got himself a free kick.
And quite right too. He should be rewarded, as that one has gone a long raking kick right towards the middle of the ground. As Smith picks it up, it's going to come back in with interest. And of course, taking that mark is Jonty Daft.
Yeah, Jonty Daft there. And I'll tell you what, one player is getting a lot of the ball, Blake Smith. Gee, they're going to have to shut down Smith in this match. Is a big specky.
Here he is. Jack Bleetham Bell has put that one through, Duff. That's a fantastic mark. At the under-10 level, to have the Dukes that are so clean like that was fantastic. As we watch the Mood Food replay, you can see there he was there, Bell, and have a look at him running down to the next contest, Duff.
Yeah, very sneaky, very good awareness. That's
your awareness. No doubt about that. He says, I'm going to go down and have a piece of it. And he arched his back and he just wheeled himself forward. And those bright lime iridescent boots have slotted it through for a goal. That's his first. And Brighton Blues fourth. They go into 4-1-25 to the Jets. Yet to score.
And of course, Andrew, we should point out we don't usually score in the under-10s, but the camera's here today. You're here, the commentary. It's exciting. We're bringing it up a notch just for this one special match.
Absolutely. It's all about participation. We know that, but just to keep your mums and dads, your grandparents, your kiddies watching on, informed on how we're going. Plenty of loose players at the moment again. Well done by Finlayson. Finlayson towards the true centre-half award position. Only goes as far as White. White gets the handball up. They're trying to team well, the Jets. But have a look at the applied pressure there. They're just doing very nicely. And as soon as they get past one, they're looking to handball it on again, as Joseph White was good enough to get his kick to it. Molyneux picks up. Oh, great tackle there by the Jets. He took on one too many, and that was fantastic work there, Duff.
And we've got a number 7 there who's applied that tackle. We haven't got a name on that boy, but we will get a name in a moment. But that was good play by that little fella.
Sure was. Doesn't go that far, though. Absolutely picture-perfect day. Comes further back out to Duff. Duff goes down towards Bell. He can't take it on this particular occasion, but Hamilton mops that one up. Great smother there from Gibson. He's really trying hard here, Duff, as he seems to get the handball up. Intercepting there was Bell, trying to barge their way through. Gee whiz, tackling is going very, very nicely, isn't it, Duff?
Yes, and of course we've got a number there. It's Jet Sterling, number 7, the little fella there for the Lauderdale Jets.
Did a really good job, didn't he? Absolutely. So now we're working hard, and there was that other man who's just sort of crossed over as well. That was young Cooper Taylor. He's doing a good job for Lauderdale. Now it comes towards Sethy Clark. He evades one, does the blind turn and goes straight towards the centre-half forward position. Here's an opportunity, trying to pick it up. I think that might be Maddox, who swapped over as well, and it will now be a ball up. So we are now 10 minutes into the first quarter. Brighton, 4-1-25. Your Lauderdale Jets doing not a bad job, some really good tackle stuff, but yet to score.
No, they haven't scored yet, but they're just starting to get back into general play, which is a really good sign for that team.
Certainly was, as that was Hamilton who drove that ball into 4-4. That's a fantastic tackle there by Bell, and that's a fantastic feature as well to see a forward tackle so brilliantly.
Oh, they're away here.
Here's an opportunity. The speedsters go at it. As soon as you pick it up, you was on him like a cheap suit, Duff, just really tightly around with that hug, and it's going to be another ball up.
Yeah, I thought this was a big opportunity here, but it was great defending. Look at that. Right on your man. Oh, I think Coach Bell will be very happy with that defending there, Hoppy.
Certainly would, excuse me. That was picked up as Molyneux is trying to get away, but nothing was having, as Lauderdale have been rewarded for that very, very fine tackle.
Now this could be about their first inside 50 here, Andrew.
And there it is. They go in and they're a chance. Just goes over the back. Couldn't quite get the extension out that time was Headlam. They go back in again. They're really fighting hard to try and keep it in, as Sterling was doing a very, very good job. White ends up with it, but he is beset upon by all the Brighton boys. Tumbling end over end. Comes back further afield.
Oh, here we go.
It was Lumley, couldn't quite pick it up. Going back in to try and pick it up now. They can't do so. Lumley goes again, but great defensive work there to propel that attack. And you're saying that was young Sterling, was it there,
Yeah,
Duff?
Sterling with the kick there at the end, but there's a quarter time in the big match here at Jezza Jones Park, Hoppy.
Certainly is, as we just check the scoreboard. It is Brighton 4-1-25 to your Jets. Just bumbling along there, Duff. They're in the game, but they haven't quite managed to score at this stage. Your goal kickers, you've got Jonty Daff's kicked a couple, Jack Bell and Noah Hamilton.
Yes, and of course we're going to see some of the players come over from the Brighton boys and just even the numbers up for the Jets, which is great to see in junior footy. But a really good quarter of football there, Andrew. Don't you love the tackling? Now, the tackling wasn't in the under-10s up until about 4 years ago, but I think it's been a wonderful, wonderful innovation by the STJFL board.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Duff. I mean, there is going to be tackling as you go forward. There's no slings. They're being stopping to that. They're just dropping down with the tackles, dropping to their knees, and I think it's been a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a very enjoyable game, and for me, that has been outstanding. The feature of this game is probably the way, I mean, a tribute to the coaches.
Yep, and of course, the boys love to tackle, don't they? They love it. It's good fun. As long as you don't hurt anybody, Andrew, that's the most important thing.
Absolutely, as that ball was going down towards Cooper Taylor, who is now crossed back to the original team and through for the minor score.
Yeah, we believe that young Jonty Daft might be one of the players that's come across to play with Lauderdale, and there might be another one out there as well, Hop. Oh, yes, young Rose.
So Rose and Daft have gone across. That's fantastic. Ball at the centre half-back position, and a ball up it will be. Great encouragement, good crowd, lovely day. Football at its best. STJFL, nearly 3,500, 4,000 kiddies every Sunday. A testament to the great work of the STJFL to have so many people around. And because of late, Duff, the influx and the numbers have swollen because of the young girls that are playing as well.
Oh, fantastic. That's just going from strength to strength as the girls' footy. It's just really bolstered the numbers, and it's created a different dimension to Aussie rules.
Certainly has, as Molyneux slips on the inside-out kick, comes further afield. They're leading with great pace. Beautiful pickup, gives the don't argue Dusty Martin style, same numbered as Hodges, and unselfishly goes looking for one of his teammates in McCarthy. He can't quite pick it up, but look at every time they go near the ball, Duff, there's 4 or 5 Brighton boys to try and help each other.
Yep.
They're working hard, aren't they?
They work up very, very hard and team up very well. But I'll tell you what, that Dower defend there, Charlie Gibson, he's having a good game for the Jets back there on the half-back line. Yeah,
he certainly is across half-back, as Gibson was up for the challenge. We saw that at the quarter-time huddle when we went out there, as Braslin just slipped over at the unopportune time. There's a big grin on some of the players there, picking up and just boots that one out of danger. You can see here now as Gibson goes in, he's outnumbered 3-1, but gives the handball off. Arches the back, goes further afield to Sterling.
Oh,
he is tackled, and let's see, he was holding the ball, Duff.
Yeah, just throwing the ball there. It was an illegal disposal. Good umpiring. This umpire is very good, Andrew. I've observed this gentleman over the years. He lets it go, but if the free kick's there, he always does pay it.
Absolutely. Braslin. Longer kick, further afield, goes out. A little bit too wide, I would have thought, that one. And it's going to be called back, is it, Duff? Or just extend the field a little bit further?
No, just in, I think, there, Andrew.
Oh, so that was unfortunate. I didn't quite see that. As the ball went further afield and through for the minor score. I think that was Hayden Smith who kicked that ball further there.
I'm not sure if that was out or not. No, that was in.
Very similar. That reminded me of 1979, Duff, when Wayne Harms was probably similar. And the grand finally kicked it from the centre. They ran after it and knocked it back to Kenny Sheldon for the Blues to get a goal and win the game.
What a moment. Famous moment in Aussie rules. Here we go, young Hodges with a kick on goal.
So Nate Hodges, fair way out. He'll need to be at his best. He doesn't make the distance, but there is a flotilla of Brighton boys to raffle this one. Getting back now under enormous pressure are the Jets. Handball's back over to Hodges. Good tackle. That was young Bailey. A kick. And that's gone through. Well done there to Lachlan Braslin, the opportunist. Front and centre goal, Duff.
Great goal there. But I tell you what, there was some good defending. You watch this, I think it's young Headlam back there for the Lauderdale Jets. Got himself in the right position, but it's ended up spilling out.
So we look here on the Mood Food replay. He tried really, really hard pushing that ball there.
He did very well not to kick the ball off the ground, because that's illegal in the under-12s.
It was a nice tackle. But gee whiz, the kids' skills below their knees in this game has been an absolutely fantastic standard, as Braslin picks that one up. So now back down towards their forward zone. They've got the numbers here. I think that might be Smith. Smith goes further afield now. Let's have a look here. Whistle's gone, and it's going to Hodges. Hodges goes the barrel, bring that one back, and taking that one is Bailey. Bailey's a fair way out, Duff. I think that's certainly over his distance.
So we've got a 26 and a 28, have we there, Andrew? Well spotted. 26, of course, is Hayden Smith, and 28 is Blake.
Yes, that goes the inside-out kick and through for the minor score.
And they're just peppering the goals at the moment, aren't they? 5-4, 34. Lauderdale yet to score, but like we said, since about that 5-minute mark of the first quarter, Lauderdale starting to get themselves back into the match, putting together some good passages of play. Oh, this is dangerous across goals.
Oh, taking the game on. That was with great courage. I think that might have been Jonty Daft who picked that one up, Duff.
I think you might be right.
And Daft really put that one. I liked the idea of him playing down back to get the ball and try and give the Jets a little bit of run.
He's a pretty good recruit.
Very handy, as that was Lockley Braslin. Excuse me. Have a look at him over the back here, Duff. I was going to say, will they go the handball or go the sausage? And he says, I'll take care of business and put that one through. So have a look on the Mood Food replay. It might have been, is it McCarthy who put that one through? But we'll have a look again. Have a look at the creation of space. Evading one, the defenders have come up a little bit too high, Duff. As going back to pick that one up was Braslin. Braslin was that, it's this kick here, and it was actually Nate Hodges who put that one through for a goal. They got a raffled that one. There was 3 of them there. Just a little bit loose down the last line of defence, Duff.
As the ball came out of defence and went down the middle of the ground, they just needed to man up, didn't they? Just in case it came back, and it did, and they got caught out. But they'll learn from that, Andrew.
Yes, a little bit too aggressive in relation to working on the offence. When you don't have the ball, you've got to find an opponent. When you have possession of the ball, that's when you make your spread. As Duff picks it up, he arches his back and drives the ball long into the attack of the Jets. Going close to the line, but well picked up, evaded one. Oh, was that a trip? It might have been a push, I would think. And Rory Adams has got an opportunity to go back and have a little kick at goal here, Duff. I think that's fair enough.
In the back. Well, he's a long way out.
Oh, he's just eased across the goal. Very cagey work there, Duff, by Adams. Adams now sizing up his options.
Some good work on the mark.
Oh, he's gone that extra distance, did Adams, and couldn't quite get the accuracy. But the Jets are up and about, Duff.
Yeah, that was great ball movement by the Jets to bring it down. Of course, came down via Daft. But, yep, they're on the board. 40-1 at the moment, Andrew. Oh, that's a lovely kick out.
Hamilton leading well.
Spotted him up beautifully.
Looking to come across the ground to open up the play, and that's what they've tried to do, but chipping in nicely is Seth Clark, and he has gone down to the man who's got the solitary point for them. That's Rory Adams, and this time he had a shot just a few minutes ago from the push in the back, and this one he's earned from a mark, and I'd suggest that's too far out from what I saw from the last kick, but he's decided to mark up the lead, and that's a lovely long raking kick. And Joseph White did a very nice lead out, Duff, played in front and took it on his big barrel chest.
Yeah, now this is a very, very difficult kick for goal. Oh, no, don't tell me he's kicked it.
Oh, he's absolutely cock-a-hoot with himself on that one, Duff. You can see the way he held the ball. He had the top of the ball a little bit from left to right, so that meant the ball was going to go from right to left.
Gee, you're observant,
he's just,
Andrew.
See the way, you have a look at this in a minute, when he kicks the ball. Well played by Joseph White.
Wasn't it well spotted up? Just a nice little lead there.
Have a look at the ball hold as we're still looking. Just held it across his body, and that's the way the ball went. Very, very effective kick. And here come your Jets there, 1-1-7, trailing Brighton. What are they there, Duff? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-4. 40.
Yep.
9 minutes in, 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Of course, it is the Crips, the Masterbake STJFL 2019 season here at the Jezza Jones Oval in Brighton. Oh, the ball goes over towards Gibson. Very fortunate to get that bounce, who's now moved up into the midfield. That was Smith who picked it up.
Oh, danger.
It is. It came out towards Bailey. And Bailey might have just sort of put that one over on the left and through for the minor score.
Gee, I thought that was a goal there.
I think some of the crowd behind us, Duff, thought that might have slotted through. Of course, the umpire has got the best vision on it, and that's well done by Daft.
Oh, here comes the little Sterling. Been impressed with him, the little left footer. Now we've got a... oh, this is Daft, yes, quite right.
So now have a look at this. There's 4 in the middle. Another one's loose. That only means one thing, Duff. There's a few loose Brighton players somewhere.
They're playing with a bit of confidence now with the Jets.
They certainly are. They've got the tail breeze as they're coming along now, the Jets. They just want to get those big afterburners going, but it's Brighton who picking up. Got another 4-0 forward. He'll come back inside. Excuse me. Nice, long, raking kick. Comes towards the back of the pack. Fighting hard there is Hodges, and it's not going to come out, and it'll be a ball up.
Been a good match here, Andrew. Don't worry about the scoreboard. We're more interested in how the boys are going about their footy, and both sides. They're gun teams, aren't they, in the under 10 competition?
Yeah, absolutely, Duff. It's all about how they play and how the system. So you might be able to win by just barreling it long to packs, but these kids are really looking inside. They're tackling well, trying to find a teammate, and that's the key in this brand of footy.
Yeah, you don't want to ball hog, do you?
No, every time they get the onion, try and find a teammate.
Have a look around, see who's in the best position, and if there's nobody on, then just go bang on the boot.
There you go. Bring it back, that sort of stuff. As it was Bailey who just did that, and here he goes now. Might have been taken a fraction too high.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, that. I was only thinking about that the other day, Duff. I was going past the City Hall there in Hobart. I used to love going to the City Hall watching World Championship Wrestling, and that reminded me of a Spiros Orion hold as going towards the goals and one behind.
Oh, you
Who was your favourite wrestler, Duff?
Oh, I never used to really watch it, to be quite honest.
Surely you saw the Von Steiger brothers, Brute Bernard, King Curtis, Mark Lewin, all the greats.
Is this the real wrestling? Or the
real?
fake?
No.
The real stuff?
Real stuff. The real deal. It's Australian stuff. It's
so not the Hulk Hogan's?
No, none of that stuff.
No.
Let's pretend.
Right.
Back in the day, there it was. Hobart City Hall as Gibson gets the handball back out towards Clark. Clark goes back inside. They need to move it quickly as time is the enemy now. But brilliant pickup. Look at the speed. Just did very, very nice as it comes out towards Maddox. And there is the bell for half-time, Duff. I love that passage of play. So Brighton have just got their noses in front at this stage at half-time, but it was great to see Lauderdale get reward for their action, Duff.
And young Duff is taking that jumper straight off, Andrew.
He couldn't get it off quick enough, could he, Duff?
No, he got a few kicks in that quarter too. Good on you, young fella. But no, good half of football. We might take a break, Andrew. What do you think?
Yes.
A couple of salves?
I think so.
All
right,
right,
the footy.
We'll be back here in just a few moments.
Welcome back to the Brighton Oval, and there it is, Duff. That's Jessa Jones's homestead. We've just quickly had a saunter over and had some cup of tea and scones, and thank you to Mrs. Jones very much for having us.
Yes, it was lovely over there.
Oh, magnificent.
The scones were beautiful.
But it's back to the footy, and this is the cream of under-10s running around in Tasmania, and Brighton Blue are doing a very nice job at the moment, Duff.
Yeah, no, well on top on the scoreboard, but like we keep on saying, Lauderdale just working back into the game. They got a goal in that last quarter. So all the boys are contributing very well. A little bit undermanned today. They haven't got as many boys out there, I don't think, but been impressed with the Jets. Don't worry about that.
Oh, they've been going well. That was Braslin just a few minutes ago. Did a really nice job as Ace Maddox picks that one up, Duff. And he is beset upon. You can see here it was a very close handball. Went to go the kicker. Don't argue, a tackle. And the reward then should go to the tackler. And that's without a doubt been the main key feature for the Jets.
Yeah.
Is wonderful tackling.
And look at that for a kick. Under 10 boys. Kicked it about 35 metres there and they're away. But no, it's going to be repelled here.
Yeah, there's
by
Daft.
our mate and Daft.
He goes that inside-out kick, tries to go to a little bit of space to give his forwards to run into. Coming out now, that might have been Sterling. Excuse me, he's been pushed and going to be a free kick. He decides to play on very, very quickly.
We'll come back to that in a minute, Andrew.
Yep.
It was definitely in the back, though.
Oh, without a doubt. As picking it up goes the old Kevin Bartlett, throws out in front, if you don't mind. That was Jonty Daft, who just has probably picked gone up a leg, Duff, since he's got that his own colours back on. Handball by Braslin, can't get it out.
We'll have a little look at the replay here too, Andrew. What do you notice that he does here, young Daft? Kicks it on the left foot. Well done, young fella.
If anything, you just love the kiddie who turns on his wrong foot.
Oh, it's a great attribute.
You've got to learn and have the capacity to get yourself out of danger, don't you, Duff?
Yes, yes. And if you can turn on both sides, you'll have a big advantage.
There's no doubt that might have been in the back there as Nate Hodges picked that one up, and he's going to get the free kick. That's how the umpire has seen it, and I tell you what, a big shout out to the umpiring, Duff.
No, I said before, this gentleman does very well.
Certainly does, as the big fist comes over by Sterling out towards the back. We know Bell's there, and he's a very, very good runner, gets the handball. Just looking down at the stats.
Yeah, Bell.
And Jackie Bell, I think he's had more handballs than kicks because he's just a team man.
Oh, and look at the goal he's in. His finishing is a real feature of his football.
Driven that one hard and low, so just no breeze at all, and he really sensed the occasion. Look at that, got the handball out. Did he give it away? No, sir. I'm going to go again. got his eyes up and kicked it low and hard toward the goal. And it's your second efforts that have been so good by so many kiddies today, Duff.
Yep. No, really enjoying this contest here, Andrew. Let's just hope that Lauderdale can maybe get it down forward, though, and give themselves a few more chances to get a few goals on the board, because they've been working very hard in this match.
So that was Bell with his second, as Lauderdale at centre-half back.
I think that might have been young Adams with the ball.
So Adams,
centre-half back.
Yeah, Adams only goes as far as Daft, who picks it up and goes back over his head with a little bit of interest. It bounced very, very high, and poor old Lumley couldn't quite get to that. And he did the right thing, though, getting in front, as trying to help out was Adams. Further afield, a little bit of a push there, and back towards the goal. It's going close to the boundary line, trying to pick that one up is Sterling. He hooks it back in, but only goes as far as Molyneux, and Molyneux just thought that was an absolute birthday present.
Molyneux.
Oh, Molyneux.
Molyneux. I've got a good friend of mine, Adam Molyneux. So that's why I know that one, how to pronounce it. And I'll tell you what, young Molyneux, he scored another goal here.
Molyneux, and doesn't he love the goalkeeping there, Duff? The goal umpire as Molyneux.
I think somebody knows the camera's on today, Andrew. Let's look at this character.
Here he goes. How would this go in the AFL, Duff? Bang, bang, all clear. Do you think that's the sort of style you'd like to see?
That and the white coat.
No, you got to get your butcher's coat on and get the thumbs back. Ball comes over to Blake Smith. Blake Smith, fleet-footed, goes the short pass towards Bell. Excuse me. Bell picks it up. You know he's going to arch the back, and there it is. There's trademark handball looking for a teammate. Can't find one, as Maddox is right at the bottom of the pack. And there'll be a ball up, and we just saw in the corner of our screen too, Mrs. Jones waving to us from the bell tower. And we
lovely,
really do.
Mrs. Jones. She's got the apron on.
Absolutely.
She welcomed us at the front door at half-time with the scones.
Magnificent.
On the old tray. Here they go again, the Brighton boys.
Braslin.
Oh, no.
Braslin goes towards the goals, and Braslin has put it through. That's a really good kick by Lachlan Braslin. That's a tough kick from that side, Duff.
Let's have a look at this one again.
Before we started, you and I went over for a kick over there, and we found that was a very deep pocket. These kids have really done well to get that ball through from that angle.
Gee, that's a ripper, isn't it?
So they're moving along nicely. We are nearly 5.5 minutes into this third quarter. Brighton have just slipped up to 60, Duff, to the Jets. 1-1-7. That was a really nice goal by young White, wasn't it? The way he manoeuvred that ball through from a pretty tight angle. Yeah,
we've seen a couple of good snaps here today. In the under-12s as well. We saw some rippers from that pocket. And no, some great footy out here today. All is well for the future of football in Tasmania, Hoppy.
Yeah, it certainly is.
There's only one missing thing that we need down here in Tasmania, and that's our own AFL side. We'll come back to that in a moment as the tackle's laid there by the Jets.
Well, couldn't you imagine if you could see your Jonty Dafts or your Jack Bells playing for your main Devils in the AFL, Duff?
Yeah, we'll just go back to the replay on this. Look at this tackle. He was away here. And he
says, I'm going to get past you, and brilliant work there by the Lauderdale Jets defence. You've liked the work of Sterling, Duff?
Yeah, no, Sterling goes very well.
You can see that big jet fighter plane on the front of their Guernseys. And
talking of Jets, look at this.
He's away. Look at the arch of the back, Duff. That was White, and he's gone again. He's trying to tackle one, then the other, but just weight of numbers. Great determination. Look at the tackle, almost got there.
Smith.
Gee whiz, that was good play as Aidan Oates comes in to butter that one up. Comes back out towards Blake Smith. He goes in hand towards Hamilton. Long by foot. Comes over the pack. Under a bit of pressure here. Oh, that's one of the young lads who swapped over. I apologise. I don't quite have his name as your friend
Molyneux.
No. Puts it through.
My word. Just about player of the day, Andrew.
Let's have a look at that one on the Mood Food replay, Duff.
Oh, golly.
Sure.
Well, we'll go right back, I think. Look at this.
This is a passage of play I've loved when Joseph White has taken the game on, and when he was dispossessed, did he give up? Did he quit? No way. He just went again, Duff. He chases again, and fantastic tackles. Gee whiz, that was nice play. This is the long bomb down here. This is where the the weight of numbers, the pressure comes to bear, and that was a very, very clever kick by Molyneux. So now it's back towards the true centre-half back position for the Jets. Breaking kick, just goes over to the head of Gibson, but he's got men on. Well done by Hodges. Hodges is another one towards Bell.
Oh,
Bell, we know he'll always look for a handball, as he's done towards Molyneux. Molyneux goes back in, where last time he was the kicker. See if he can beat the provider this time. Nicely tackled. There was a couple of them, and I think Lauderdale's going to get the free kick for in the back.
Yeah, good umpiring.
Great persistence, wasn't it, Duff?
Yeah, it was good persistence.
And Noah Hamilton has gone the short kick, but man the mark, he's recovered well enough to go the other kick.
Big Lumley.
But Lumley has taken a very nice mark.
And he's been working very hard down there in defence for the Jets.
He certainly has. Want to watch this man who's just coming back on, Duff. When Jonty Duff comes back on, you know he's going to get the onion. So it's great. That's even numbers on both teams, Duff.
Yes, no, they've evened it up. They've done very
excellent
well.
rules, isn't it?
Yep, no, I like that rule. Maybe they should do that in the AFL when Carlton plays.
Yeah,
just
so they could have 30 on.
And there's another goal, Andrew.
Yes, we're going to have a look at that one on the Mood Food replay. As the ball coming out, it spills here. We can see them trying to pick it up. Excuse me. And just checked over his side was Ace Maddox, and he put it through for a goal, Duff. And the other thing that's a fantastic feature is the spread of goal kickers for Brighton. It's not like you've got your Peter Hudson sitting down in the sticks,
no, those days are gone.
Kicking your 10. It's just shared around.
Yeah, no, I like it. Yeah, they've kicked away in this second half. But the Jets, don't worry, they're a very, very proud football team down there. And one of their boys that's really shone out for me is the big fella there who's laid the tackle. Get a name on that
Joseph
boy.
White.
Yep, young White. He's tried it very hard down there for the Jets today.
He certainly hasn't given up, as we know that Bell runs towards it. Bell is just so clever. Bell picks it up and he's put that way. He is a very, very clever footballer. He's got sure hands, and you saw him then, no fumble. He was able to pick it up. He knew he was on a hard, tight effort to go on his left, so he arched the back, ran a little bit harder to square himself up, and Bell put that one through for a goal. He's going to have a look in the Mood Food replay here, Duff. Look at his speed and clean hands. All of a sudden, Sterling thought, I've got this, and Bell just ran past him brilliantly. Hats off, Jack Bell. So that's his third goal kicker. He is the top goal kicker with multiples of 3 and 2 to Johnny Daft. So back it goes, but there is the tower of strength, Joseph White.
Oh, you'd put him in your team, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, he's a beauty.
He's a ripper. He's got that big long kick on him too, Andrew. There it is.
So White goes up, but look at centre half back. That was Smith. Goes towards Hodges. Hodges goes the kick, but it's intercepted by White with a very, very good smother. It's his 1%ers that's just extraordinary. He really tries to lift your Jets, doesn't he, Duff?
Yeah, no, very inspirational player. Oh, great tussle here between these two boys. Look at that. That's Aussie rules at its best there, Andrew. Right there.
Yeah, good contest. You can see here on the Mood Food replay. It's nearly three-quarter time now, and that ball was never going to get out of there, Duff, with that fierce, fierce competition. So, just about three-quarter time, and it's going to be a free kick here to Bailey, I think that is. Bailey going back.
Yeah, he's been told. He's looked over at the side, and Danny Bell's held up the placard. Yes, and it's just saying, you know, hold the ball. It's nearly three-quarter time. Don't let them get another goal. Great strategist, isn't he?
Oh,
Danny Bell.
So Daft was good enough to get that ball out, but not before the siren has gone for three-quarter time here, Duff. And gee whiz, Brighton. Now let's have a look at the goals here. What have we got? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 goals, Duff.
Make it 12.
12, is it?
I think it's 12. I think they kicked 6 straight in that quarter.
That's fantastic work, Duff. And some of our goal kickers, Bell's got 3, Duff 2. Maybe I've missed one, I'm not sure. Maddox, Molyneux, Braslin. A couple of Braslins, I think, there have got them. Hamilton, Hodges. Did you get anyone else there, Duff?
No, I think you've got them all there. We may have missed one. I'm not quite sure, Andrew, but it's been a ripper match, and we can see Matty Adams there just saying to the boys, look, you know, we've been outclassed here today, boys. We're going to stick at it. And as we've got a couple of players coming over here, looks like Big Cooper Taylor's going to come over and play for Lauderdale. And the other fellow there, Molyneux, wearing the number 1.
Oh, it was not McCarthy. Oh, I see. Yep, no, I'm with you now. Absolutely young, yep, Taylor. Excuse me. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very, very entertaining match here at the Jezza Jones Oval. We hope you've been enjoying it. It's under 10 footy at a very, very high standard. Brighton Blue, brilliantly drilled by coach Dan Bell, against the Lauderdale Jets under the tutelage of Matty Adams.
Yes.
So the ball is in dispute. It was Sterling who was trying to kick that one out. And he goes as far as Rose. Rose tries to push that one out to the aid of his team, but the umpire has called that one back.
And that was the message at 3/4 time by Matty Adams. I just went down, Andrew, and had a little listen, you know, put the ear in, and Matty was just saying, boys, we need to play the game out. Just play the game out with all your might and all your power, and let's just see how we go in this final quarter.
Win the contest, minute by minute. The great Alan Jeans, he used to say those great words. And that's what it's all about. Get yourself in the moment, not at the end of the road, and really try hard, battle for every single contest. And it all adds up as Gibson. Hasn't he been good, Duff?
Oh, he's been grand.
Excuse me. One of the better players. There is no doubt about that.
I like him down back, but it's not a bad move to put the power centre-half back down towards the forward line, just to try and give them some drive when the ball comes down. He's a very strong player. He's going to go up in the ruck. He's been beaten that time, but I've been very impressed by him. He's got a great head of hair on him too, and he's got
the Teddy Hopkins about him, Duff.
He has. Yeah, he's a fine-looking, strapping young lad, and he can play in the ruck, he can play down half back, half forward. He's just an absolute gun.
Aren't the kiddies fitter these days?
Oh, aren't they?
They're athletes so early in their days. I mean, your kiddies back when you and I were somewhat sedentary towards these gazelles as they've been going around here to the Jezza Jones Park, Duff.
Gladiators.
Oh, they're up and about the way they're... Look at that. They get put down for a tackle and they don't lay there. They just get up and go again. So it's fantastic work as, look at that, was beautiful play there by Taylor. Taylor gets it on to his teammate, slipping over at the unopportune moment there and picked up by Oates. Oates gets it further out towards Duff. Duff goes a bounce. You know he's going to stream forward, Duff.
Oh, he's got that beautiful right foot on him too.
Hasn't he got a lovely style of kick?
Loops up just like a Robert Harvey kick. Beautiful for the forwards.
Oh, yes. You'd want to be on the end of one of those when you're a forward and you've got Jonty Duff coming towards you. You know it's going to be lace up. So now, that was Finlayson. Finlayson goes towards the square. Working their way as Mitchy Gray. Oh. And he might have just kicked that one. Yes. Is that off the ground, Duff?
Oh, the goal umpires. Look, I think he's going to override the field umpire here and say, no.
You can't do that.
Can't do that.
Not in your under 10s. So you got to bend down and pick up the onion.
Yeah, not a bad rule, I suppose, but a bit unlucky there, I think, Andrew.
I mean, it was natural instinct, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, very clever with 3 minutes gone in the last quarter as they're just trying to push that one forward, metre by metre, as Braslin was there. He gets the hold on that ball. Oh, this time I think there's in no dispute that Nate Hodges has put that one through for a major. We're going to have a look on the Mood Food replay here, Duff. We can see them willing their way forward. Look at the pressure, the tackle. There is no doubt about that. That was a great tackle by Braslin that enabled that goal.
Yep, and it was a hot potato, but they, you know, they do the 1%ers very well, the Brighton Blue Boys, don't they?
They certainly do. As excuse me, the Jets get their hands on the ball first. It only goes down towards. Well, he's
Jonty Duff. That's about the first error he's made all day.
But he made up for it, Duff. He had the good sense to just circle around as Lachlan Braslin picks up. Oh no, there's a couple again.
Oh, look out. Oh, that's just courage.
That was young Jet Sterling, I think, wasn't it?
I think it could be.
Gee whiz, he certainly did. Didn't he run in a straight line?
He did.
There's no going around corners with him. Oh, they go up, and that's a good a mark as you want to see by Joseph White.
Oh, he said he touched it.
But he's good enough to go back in and have another crack at it, Duff. As no argument. Look at that. Gee, that's good sportsmanship. Joseph White, he went back to take it, and it wasn't paid. None of this stuff like in the AFL where they would have carried on a pork chop.
Yeah.
No, he didn't drop the chin. He just said, "Oh, well, that's the decision.
Well,
let's get on with it."
Well, if the umpire makes the decision, there's only one choice. Get on with it, Andrew.
Yeah, no, well played by White. So it's now Brighton. Oh, he's coming over the mark. No, he's gone the other way again. I think they're slightly confused. Here's a big chance if they can just... Oh, picked up, just came nicely. Good play by Maxie Finlayson to put that one through. They've been very good below the knees, and that's another thing because...
What's that expression mean, Andrew? Can you explain, please? Please explain.
What it is and this is what... all your AFL recruiters are looking for. When the ball is low on the ground where it says effectively below your knees, you need to have clean hands. Clean hands and grab it in once in your dukes. And that's what you need to do. And
how's this for great coaching here by Danny Bell? Well, one of the boys has taken a bit of a knock. He's gone out. He's just taken 10 seconds with him, made sure he's okay. And
inspirational stuff.
Inspirational. Great coaching by you, Dan. Well done, Cobber.
Yep. No,
he goes on.
Yep, he's been doing a nice job as we go again through the agency of Hamilton.
Just get off the ground.
I was going to say, he says, any chance of giving it to me, I might get a kick. Come on, your days are gone, champion. Here we go.
Long gone.
Oh, yeah, he's a veteran. Breslin, one way, the other. Goes towards that long raking kick. Oh, did a good effort to keep it in there was Mitchy Gray. He swirls around, screws it over the top and has... put it through for a minor score.
I tell you what, he's very sure of himself, that young boy down there.
Well, he's got the big Cheshire Cat grin.
Yes.
He smiles as if to say, well, I know what it is, you don't. And he just holds on to it for a while, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. No.
So it's going to be a free kick, I think, here to go to Jet Sterling. Gee, he's been good.
Yeah, no, Sterling's been good, and so is this boy out here. Oh, this is Sterling. Hang on. Who's number 2? You know the numbers there. No, Sterling's number 7. Anyway.
I can tell you, Duff, now, this is Noah Hamilton. He goes further afield.
Of course, it's Brocky Richards is number 2. Brocky Richards. Our apologies. That's my fault, Andrew. It's a typo.
Richards has been very good.
Oh, Richards has been excellent.
Richards has been almost one of their best players.
I think so.
But back to the game now as Breslin picked it up. He tries to barge his way through. There's no way known you're going to get through Sterling.
No, that is Sterling. Look at this. Great footy.
I'm going to push through. You can't get through me. And brilliant work. That's a tough thing to do, Duff. You stand in front of your opposition. You know he's going to come at you. You know it's going to hurt.
Yep.
But he wasn't going to shirk the issue.
Yeah.
Great work.
Great tackling technique there. Just to drag him down.
Ball's back in towards the middle.
You don't get that in soccer, Poppy.
Oh,
great game. Don't get me wrong. Great game. It's the world game. But tackling. Oh, got to love it. The Aussie rules.
Absolutely. And the other feature, of course, as we've seen on offer here, is your high mark. So what did that mark Jack Bell took? The way he arched his back and just sprang up like the Jack in the Box and just plucked it out of the sky. So it's 8 minutes gone.
That's Lumley. Gets the ball away for the Jets.
Oh, nice kick by Lumley. Go back. Oh, just fell over. Almost like a bit of wood chopping there, Duff.
Yeah.
Cut his legs from under him.
Dafty, what's he done?
Oh, don't worry. He'll go through. He's gone through 6 of them and still gets his kick in. He's
listen to the crowd.
Ripper. They adore him up here. And that's why. Just look down there, Duff. Look around there. You can see those signs. And the crowd. They're 4 deep on this side. Just a Jones Oval. From the angle, it's quite deceptive. You can hear the crowd. There'd be a couple of thousand. Absolutely easy, wouldn't there?
Oh, maybe 2.
I reckon 2.
Yeah.
And taking a mark, decided to play on, did Hamilton.
Again.
He says, I'm going to come through another 10 of them, but not in front of Richards. He's a crackerjack sort of player too. It's really lifting up a notch here, Duff. The excitement of the throng that has come to watch this big game. A bit of a bump and a don't argue. That was well played by Kemp. And it's going to be another ball up. A little bit of argy-bargy. Said, come on, fellas, let's play your footy. And the umpire, he says, I'll just throw that one up. Geez, been good, Duff.
Yeah, the umpire's been great. But so have the players on both sides. And like we said before, we're not worried about the score here, Andrew. Lauderdale have been brilliant. It's been a long road trip like what you said. And here they go again, the Brighton Blue boys just building beautifully. And he's just sprayed that one through for a behind.
It's a very tough road trip, Duff. It's a long, arduous journey.
Just about the longest road trip in STJFL football.
Oh,
hang on.
Brighton to Storm.
All the Commandy boys, they've got to come up all the way to Kempton sometimes. Oh, that's a long way.
There's your, they'd say overnight, wouldn't they, at Brighton? That spell, break it up. And I know, I've seen them down at the Brighton Hotel, courtesy of Mike Hibbard. They've gone down there and stayed in those units out the back just to break it up. As the boys, that's Finlayson. Finlayson goes forward and just coming out is Joseph White. He's got a lot of potential, this young man, Duff.
Yeah, no, strapping lad. Remember that name. Don't go across goals, though, boy.
He's decided to
well spotted.
Go directly towards Lambrascus. He can't quite pull that one in, although he was in good position. Good spoil by Sterling. Big punch. Took a lot of... Look at that. I think one across the chops there, Duff. And good enough to just get back up. But tough play. Really going in hard. Doesn't shirk an issue, anyone.
No.
Taken a bit too high and quite rightly will be rewarded for it. Goes down for the leading players. And a nice mark there by Braslin. Braslin further. It's nice and, just bounces the other way. I think that might be Smith. Smith gets it back from the top. That's gone through, Duff.
He's kicked it.
I can't believe that goal. Let's have another look at that one, Duff.
What? Can you believe this, Andrew? On the Mood Food replay, look at this. Somehow he's kept it in, and from the tightest of angles, that's class.
That is class with a capital C. Gee whiz, I didn't think he had any chance at all with that one, Duff, but well played by, I think that was Hayden Smith. That's funny, big Hayden Smith plays in the ruck for Lauderdale, Duff.
Does he? Goes all right,
yeah, I tell you what, this other younger Hayden Smith, Minnie Hayden, he goes very nicely too, so it's getting towards the end of our game. It's been of a very, very high standard. Handballing out. Here goes Jonty Daft, who's been one of your premier players.
Oh, nice mark.
And it's another strong mark by Braslin as the whistle has gone, Duff, for full time. She's all over here at the Jezza Jones Oval. I think I might have maybe missed one of the goals, but let's quickly go through. Hodges got a couple. Finlayson, Hamilton, Braslin. Braslin thought he got a couple. He got Molyneux, Maddox, Duff got a couple. Jackie Bell got 3, and Smith. And of course, for your Lauderdale, Joseph White, the high-flying leaper, got a single as well, Duff. What a very, very entertaining game of football.
It was a good game of footy, Andrew, and Lauderdale should be very proud of themselves. They come up against a very good side. We know they're probably one of the strongest sides, the Brighton Blue Boys. Get in the middle here, and I think we're going to get the song, Andrew. This is one of the, of course, the most exciting parts of any game. It's when you get a victory.
You lock arms with your mates.
You lock arms and you get to sing the song.
Well, let's go down and have a listen.
Who knows the words?
Well, that was fantastic, Duff, but high standard game. We loved the work of Johnny Daft. Hayden Smith did nice work. Jack Bell was very fleet of foot. Joseph White for Lauderdale was really good, and Charlie Gibson. But all in all, well drilled, terrific game, great quality, in good spirit. At a quality oval, I say hats off STJFL, hats off Duff TV. That's all here from Jezza Jones Oval. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage, and we'll see you next time at the footy.